Tesla has laid off about 10% of its workers, which is forcing one California man to go from working at Tesla to living in one.
His dream job would sound more like a nightmare.
I was on my way to work, and then I got a personal email about my position had been eliminated.
In disbelief, he showed up to work.
I got my badge, I went to the turnstile, and then it didn't work. And it turned red, started beeping, and I was like, is this real?
$14,000 Tesla employees met that same ending on that fateful day. I can't imagine what the other people have lost. They have probably lost a lot more than me. These people have bills to pay, kids to feed, and families to take care of. And we're all left without a job within a couple of hours. I spent my 5 years at Tesla, and I'm in this exact photo where I helped build the 1 millionth Tesla out of Fremont, California. And that's those brave baby steps we gotta take to try and become whole again, to try and find purpose.
Over the course of 5 years, Murillo would climb the ladder to Production Supervisor. Committed to his career, he'd spend much of 2023 sleeping in the back of his car Monday through Friday after every shift.
Shower in the facilities.
All to avoid the daily 3-hour round trip to his house in the Central Valley.
On May 2nd, less than a month later, I took a low-paying job as a retail store manager at GNC in the Stoneridge Mall in Pleasanton, California. I received multiple comments about my skills and how I was just taking a simple job at a mall, just selling supplements, underselling myself for sure. And it got to my head, I'm not gonna lie. But as I started working at GNC, my YouTube following started building up. 10,000 subscribers turned into 15,000, and then 20,000, and then 25,000 subscribers where we're at right now. I then saw the opportunity to take it to its furthest limits, to take it to another level and pursue this growing channel. And I decided to pull the trigger, do YouTube full time, and travel the United States. And I will quote Jim Carrey in one of his commencement speeches. He said that his father was an accountant, and then he was actually let go from that safe job. And the quote goes like this: "You can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love."
My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that that was possible for him. And so he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant. And when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. And our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love.
Alright guys, just clocked out at GNC, last shift as a store manager, and just wanted to hop on here and just say I am like super thankful and grateful for the company GNC to have picked me up in a super dark place when I was applying to jobs after I got laid off when I was a supervisor at Tesla. And it was a very big shocker, but then once GNC picked me up, I was there for 3 months, and then I learned a lot. And you know, it's just those dark times where you got to push through, and you just got to be super thankful and grateful for the people or the companies that pick you up in a dark place, right? But be happy, stay humble, stay hungry. Gonna be traveling the whole United States now instead in my Tesla full time. So gonna be a journey. Glad to take you guys on with it. Thank y'all. So now that I quit my job, I'm not tied down to any physical location anymore. I've spent about 2 nights so far here at my parents' home. My little brother's the only one that really stays here since they're out on the road all the time, since they're truck drivers. I'm currently doing a lot of prep work of the long road trip to Utah, getting my agenda written down, where to go, where to charge, and which showers to take along the way. I've been living in the car for about 3 months now, so it's truly humbled me. I mean, shaving in a restroom is different than shaving in home. Not having to worry about someone going to knock on the door because you're taking too long in the shower, right? These little things that you don't really notice, but then when you're living in a car, these things truly like make a difference. So using a fridge where you can stand up straight to simply insert your Tupperware on a plastic shelf instead of having to like bend over and put your food away. Those are like the certain things that I cherish now that I've experienced living in the car for 3 months. So here's like a Tesla fridge. You got to bend over in order to access the food. And also worrying about if the fridge is going to overheat to 77 degrees and spoil your $40 worth of food that you got to throw away. So I'm truly humbled, and it's like, it's a different way of life and living, but I've seen people do it time and time again on YouTube, van life, and you know, I'm just doing the same thing others are doing and just trying to inspire you guys that maybe this lifestyle is possible, you know. Yeah, cooking outside instead of inside, that's the struggle that I have, especially like propane, you know, washing dishes, oh my god, inside a car or outside of a car is extremely difficult. You have a water source that just pours out, but you know, at home you have a sink. And I'm just getting tired of it all sometimes, but a bed does feel good, and it feels great. But gonna go on this road trip and gonna take you guys along for the journey. It's gonna be a fun ride. Welcome to the room that I spent the last about 3 months showering and being in, right? So it's a private room. The shower is right here. So full shower. The cool thing is I don't have to clean it because the gym people clean it. And then we have the sink over there, and then obviously you have the toilet and the pee thingy. So yeah, I've spent about 3 months living in the car on the road, and I just want to give you all a quick tour of the private like area that I have when I go to the gym. So I go do my workout, and then I head inside this very room to go and shower. So just a realistic tour, realistic life. You have your own sink right here, and I don't have to buy toilet paper, don't have to buy napkins, but they don't have napkins right now because they didn't put any in there. So story of my life. Great. Anyways, yeah, it's me filming, so hello. What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So today we have the Teraglide bed platform. It is the coolest platform, probably the coolest thing I've ever bought in my entire life, because for one, it has the bed platform that's very, very flat, right? And before, I was sleeping inside the car with just the bed mattress and also the platform that the Tesla comes with. And so now I do have a kitchen, so let me show you guys what it looks like. So there's this pull-out system that you put, and it locks on itself right here in the front. And then you have these 2 tables that you could put out. You have your sink right here that they provide. And so the sink pops in there. And I have everything I need. I have my electric kettle now. And I also have some propane. I got my spoons in here, small speaker, I got dish soap, like plastic bowls. So this Also has platforms right here that you pull out, and these are slider systems. So this is a whole entire setup. You could put a plant here, you could put anything here, your salt, whatever you need, the cook set, boom, all ready to go, right? And this is all inside the Tesla, guys. So let me show you guys the other cool neat thing. When you collapse this, close it, right? And so you have to pull up on this, push forward. But the cool thing is, once you push it, it locks. When you pull this up, you got this locking system that keeps the bed upright. And then you can go inside your fridge. So you got to take this out. Okay, next up you have access to the fridge. So when the pull-out drawer system goes away, you're presented with the fridge. And so deep fridge all the way right there and full access. Don't have to worry about it. But then you close it. If you want this bed platform so that you can have a kitchen and a flatbed, go to Teraglide.com and use code NICO7 to get 7% off your entire order. And if you have a Model Y, you know and understand the side of the platforms where your head or kind of like your side kind of falls in. So this thing is a platform that is able to remove, but it's cool because it stays right there, and when the door closes, you have the entire platform just there. So you can put a pillow there so you make sure your side does not fall out. The last thing is these hinges basically can go up and down. I also now have my water tank right here. So my Dometic water tank sits in the back, and this is how it looks like on the bottom underneath. Stays flat the entire way by this thing right here. And there's a little Velcro piece to make sure it doesn't move. But you have extra storage space under here too as well. Okay, so that is just the realistic tour of the new bed platform for the next couple, I don't know, months. Who knows how long we're gonna be doing this on the road. But it's a very cool bed platform that's flat, has enough kitchen space, and it's good for my lifestyle and stuff like that. It's gonna help me on the road because I'm gonna be doing this full time, even more full time, if that makes sense. Okay, it is a flat platform, but it is a little bit of a tight squeeze. But I like the kitchen and I like the space of the cupboards and all that, so it works well. And then I'm a side sleeper, so I sleep on my side all the time like this. Ugh. Hey.